tomorrow, we hope, depending on when this goes up, is Science Day. So, Science Day, again, we want you to turn up. Now, Science Day, we would like you there a bit earlier than usual. So we'd like you to turn up at 8 o'clock for breakfast. So Science Day is quite complicated, so we want you there a bit earlier. Now, the reason for this is because on Science Day, as you arrive, you will each get a group number, and you will also get a major that you'll be looking after for the day. So we will tell you, for instance, you are looking after chemistry for today. So just make note of that. We're probably going to do that on a first come, first served basis. So if you turn up late, you're going to be given something you might not want. So get there nice and early, get some food. Once we've done that, we'll have our usual morning briefing, and then we're going to take you down, and we're all going to head down to John Hood Plaza. And this becomes complicated, so I've got a Jack who's going to explain it.
Yep, so in John Hood Plaza, in theory, the science mentors would already have, before the Pro-Free starts, they'll have signs up, and the students will come and find their signs, and they will already know where their sign is, where they need to meet after the Pro-Free. So after the Pro-Free, students will walk up Wynyard Street. They will then be told, with the help of Uniguide leaders and ambassadors, to go and find their sign. Okay, the sign's obviously for their major. Once they found their major, we will then split you guys up into your Uniguide groups. Okay, so if it's a big group, we might split you up into threes, twos or threes. That's
yep.
Yeah. That does
so basically, what's going to happen is once you're all standing around the signs, the students will arrive, and then Uniguide leaders will be around. But essentially, if you've got 100 people and 4 groups, you'll just have to split them into 25s, either yourself or we will come around and do it. So it's going to be a little bit chaotic, and there's going to be a lot of movement happening between groups and between majors and lost people, but we have done this before, and it worked out fine. So just be calm, just be flexible, don't start into any really intense icebreakers in the first 5 minutes, because you might have people arriving and leaving a bit, but in general, it'll all work, it'll all shake out, and it'll probably do so pretty quickly.
Yep. The important thing to know is also Biomed Science will be going straight into 098, so as they kind of walk down Wynyard Street, we'll have a sign up for Bioscience, and they'll turn left straight away and go downstairs to 098. Okay, so that just gets a large group of students out of the way. So once
if you are assigned a Biomed group, then you will not go to John Hood Plaza. We'll hold you downstairs, just in the downstairs area. You won't have to sit through that first faculty session. You guys can just have a chill session, and then we will do the splitting either in the lecture theatre or as they come out, depending on how the day shakes out.
Yep.
Cool.
Cool. All right, that sounds good. And then once you've got your Uniguide group, you can then do your Uniguide welcome, your icebreakers, and then we've got the 4 streams as shown here. The rest of the day, just kind of stick with your stream. It's really, really important. Before you set off on your next session, so all of the next sessions are in faculty welcome sessions, okay, which start at 10:15 across various locations, okay? So bear that in mind. Some of them are happening in science, some are in the library as well, so you might just allow more time to get there. Please, like I say, just double check that everyone in your group is meant to be in that group, okay? They're part of that major, because it causes issues later on with the department sessions that the students will be needed to be attending, okay? So just make sure you double check before you take your students away with you.
So the department sessions, so if you are in, for instance, stream 2, which has physics, maths, stats and comp sci, they will not necessarily all have the same department session in the same place. So in the morning, when we assign you your group number and we assign you your major, we will also tell you where your session is. So make sure you make note of that. If you forget, the leaders will have a master cheat sheet, but try and remember, if you're not sure where that room is, ask the leaders in the morning. We have access to maps we can show you.
Yep. And on the run sheet, it shows you exactly where scanning is actually happening. Sorry, I missed that bit. So stream 1 and 4, your scanning will be happening in John Hood Plaza. And it plans that stream 2 and 2 will be scanning in the library, and stream 3 will be in John Hood Plaza. We will just confirm the exact locations of scanning in the morning of the briefing, because they might change. So once I've had their faculty session, you then need to follow your streams. Some are going on campus tours, some are going on Delna. Delna is going to be taking place in 2 locations just because of the size of the faculty. So we've got Delna happening in Kate Edgar level 2 and level 3 as normal, and there's also going to be Delna labs used in OGGB, so level 0. So we'll let you know on the day where we would like you to specifically go for your Delna sessions, okay? Just use your common sense as well. If it's looking really busy, just please hold off until it looks a bit quieter and just listen to all the uni guide leaders to feed you in to the sessions.
Again, we'll be in radio contact, blah, 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 and we'll tell you in the morning. So this run sheet looks and sounds really horribly complicated, and that's because it is, for those of us who are at the top, looking down upon it, really complicated, and there's a lot of moving parts. But because you are only one person and you can only be in one place at a time, in the morning we will tell you where you're going, and you'll be able to cross 2/3 of that run sheet out, and you'll have a nice simple run sheet to follow for the rest of the day. So again, come with an open mind, and we will make sure you're all sorted out.
Yep. What else we discussed? So there'll be a clubs expo which is happening in B302. If you go to the expo, either go around with your group or just make sure if your group's split up, just make sure you say, hey, we're going to meet here at a certain time, okay? It's a bit of a time where it's quite easy to lose people. Also, lunch is not being provided to students, okay? You yourselves, uni guides, will be given vouchers to go get lunch at the Quad Cafe.
Yes.
Yep, Quad Cafe. And you'll be told about that in the morning of the briefing. Students will need to go and pay for their own lunches. They have been told this in the guidebook, I say, so it shouldn't be any a shock to them. It's really important to know if students go off and get their own lunch that you arrange a meeting place, which will be discussed in the briefing in the morning as well. Okay, it is an opportunity where students may go about, so really do emphasise how important the sessions are later on after lunch.
Especially those of you who are doing a campus tour after lunch.
Yep.
If you lose your group, you're not going to have anyone to tour, and that will make you sad. So try and hold on to them, and when you pick a meeting point, we'll go over this again in the meeting in the morning, but when you pick a meeting point, do not pick anywhere in Kate Edgar, and do not pick somewhere where you think everyone else is going to pick. Otherwise there'll be like 50 groups and they'll all get mucked up. So again, just be sensible. Make sure the groups know their group number and know who you are and know that you're a lovely person, and hopefully your explosive personalities will be enough to pull them back.
Mm-hmm. And then at the end of the day, there is the CISA event. Okay, so this is run by the student group, science student group, and that's going to be in Shadows, which isn't on your run sheet at the moment. Okay, and that's the Science Day. Break plan.